Minister of Finance Ken Ofori-Atta has admitted that the launched debt exchange program is part of a key requirement for the government to get an economic deal from the International Monetary Fund. According to him, the government has no choice but to undertake the debt restructuring program to put the debt level on a sustainable path. An IMF mission team is presently in the country to continue discussions with the authorities on the country's post-COVID program for economic growth and associated policies and reforms that could be supported by a new IMF lending arrangement. The finance minister, however, reiterated that no individual bondholder will lose their funds in the proposed program. Addressing journalists to launch the domestic debt operations, he assured the financial sector players of government support to minimize the impact of the program on their activities.
We are gathered here today to invite holders of domestic debt to voluntarily exchange approximately 137 billion Ghana cedis of the domestic notes and bonds of the Republic, including Estela and Dache bonds, for a package of new bonds to be issued by the Republic. The debt sustainability analysis demonstrated unequivocally that Ghana's public debt is unsustainable and that the government may not be able to fully service its debt down the road if no action is taken now. Indeed, debt servicing is now absorbing more than half of total government revenues and almost 70% of tax revenues, while our total public debt stock, including that of state-owned enterprises and all, exceeds 100% of our GDP. This is why we are today announcing the debt exchange, which will help in restoring our capacity to service debt. This is the path towards resetting the economy to a more stable one capable of addressing the development challenges of the country. The reasons are quite clear. COVID-19 pandemic, rising global food prices, rising crude oil and energy prices, and the Russia-Ukraine war adversely affected Ghana's macroeconomy with spillovers to the financial sector. Ghana's domestic debt exchange program. The objective of this program is to alleviate the debt burden in a most transparent, efficient, and expedited manner. In this context, by means of an exchange offer. Ghana is not the first nation to undertake such domestic debt operation. To illustrate the point, let me cite examples of just two countries among many others in the last decade. Jamaica resorted to such operations in the past, notably in 2010 and 2013. In both cases, it shows the sense of responsibility of the American people and proceeded through a voluntary approach. The approach was highly successful, as more than 99% of holders of domestic bonds participated in the exchange. On the contrary, in the case of Greece, the authorities chose to undertake a coercive approach whereby a law was passed to force people into participating. We intend to avoid as much as possible the Greek approach as we strive to reach a consensual solution with our bondholders, which really is the Ghanaian way. In any case, the good news is that the domestic debt exchange has yielded positive results both in Greece and Jamaica and many others, and will certainly put our economy on a much stronger footing. Greece, as you know, has now recovered full market access. We certainly anticipate a similar success story in Ghana. I want to assure you about the government's commitment to do what is necessary to ensure that we succeed.